What's good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE news video. Today, we have some awesome information on Octopath Traveler, got some new details on Tressa+Aflyn. We also have information on ARMS. The 5.3 update is now available, and then also Etrian Odyssey X. More details on that as well, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off at one of my most anticipated games of 2018, and that is Octopath Traveler. We got details on Tressa+Aflyn, ability, and battle job systems. So Square Enix shared a batch of screenshots and info for Project Octopath Traveler, and I keep on saying Project Octopath Traveler, just Octopath Traveler, with more on the 2 of the 8 protagonists in Tressa+Aflyn, along with details on the ability and battle job system. So they have been listening to our feedback, and they did make some changes to some of the stuff. So let's go ahead and get into that here first. So we have Tressa, and I'm not going to pronounce their last names because I'm probably going to mess up on them, but you can see that in the comment section below. So her base job is a merchant. She's 18 years old and she's a female. Tressa worked as a merchant at the lodging home run by her parents in the port city known as the coastline region. Tressa spent a lot of days lost in thought while looking at the sea. What do I want to do? What do I want to get? What's beyond the horizon? And one day a merchant ship arrives before her. Alright, so Tressa's path action is purchase that allows her to obtain special items from townsfolk. This includes items not sold in stores, as well as items that might come in useful. In addition to skills for attacking enemies, the merchant job can use money to hire mercenaries, share BP with allies, and other situational methods of fighting. With the ability to recover their own HP and SP, having a merchant around will come in handy for keeping down the item expenses. Yo, I like that. Now we have Aflyn Greengrass, and his base job is apothecary, and he's 21 years old and he's male. Now Aflyn is an apothecary from a small town in the Riverland region. When he was young, his life was saved by someone. It was an apothecary who left him medicine without asking for pay. I want to be like that person and save people across the continent. Aflyn has yet to set foot on his adventure, but one day a friend talks to him. Alright, so good stuff there. Now Aflyn's path action is Inquire. That allows him to gather information that you can't get from standard conversations. With this ability, he can acquire useful information from the town shops, info on the whereabouts of hidden items, and can learn people who keep low profiles. The apothecary class has skills that recover HP, as well as skills that recover status ailments, and even the ability to revive fallen allies. While they're considered healers, apothecary can use an axe for powerful attacks to help out as damage dealers as well. So we also have the learning abilities, and after defeating enemies, you'll earn experience points and JP, job points. The protagonists can use JP to learn new abilities for their jobs. Abilities can be learned in any order you like, so deciding on that will be part of the strategy. And I really like the fact that they're adding that in. I'll talk about that just a little bit more. Now, learning abilities that are easy to use early on will certainly help out in regular battles. However, learning big abilities that consume plenty of SP first might come in handy for taking out bosses and powerful enemies. Now, there's also equipping battle jobs. After meeting certain conditions, the protagonist can equip something other than their base job called a battle job. When equipped with a battle job, the character's stats will be fixed accordingly to the battle job, and it'll also add weapon types they're able to use. They can also learn abilities from those jobs. As for which job a character should have, players will get to choose for themselves as part of its strategy. A character's appearance also changes depending on the battle job they're using. There's also examples of Ulrich in different types of classes like Merchant and Swordsman, Dancer, all that stuff like that, which is really weird. Ulrich would be a dancer like that. Now, Octopath Traveler is releasing worldwide on July 13th. You can check out more information. They got a trailer, all sorts of cool stuff that we've already released some of that information or not. You can just check it out, link in the description below. But I am extremely hyped for this. I love how they're using the battle jobs in order to make it like classes, right? Because like in Bravely Default, you can get a different class from beating one of the bosses, right? But in this one, you can actually just get battle classes and be able to change and then learn those abilities from that one. So it really just adds in more strategy and depth on top of what they were already doing in the game. Because some people were saying, okay, well, while the battle system is fun, it seems a bit basic in terms of just being able to overpower your enemies and just kind of charge up, you know, do the whole Bravely Default system system, you know, default, and then unleash havoc. But I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to balance it out a little bit more. They're like, okay, they're probably going to nerf that in terms of the abilities and the defaulting. They're probably going to nerf that just a little bit and then make it to where you can actually add in these different battle classes and these different things in order to get past powerful bosses and stuff. This seems to me like it's going to be one of the best games, if not the best game of the year, guys. Of course, there's Smash Brothers, of course, there's other games, but in terms of single-player RPGs, I'm not sure if there's going to be a better game than Octopath Traveler. It is looking that good because they're taking all of the effort that people put into presentation in terms of graphics, which the graphics are beautiful here, guys, but it's sprite work, you know, for the most part. It's sprite work HD. They're doing something kind of different in terms of the classic feel, which is fine. I have no problem with that, but a lot of effort is being put into how the game plays, which I know it's kind of weird me just saying that because it seems like a lot of developers do it, but some developers put way too much time into graphics and presentation. But I think that Silicon Studio and Square Enix, they put so much time and effort into making sure the gameplay fits what they're going for visually, and that's what this game is. It's a perfect blend of in-depth battle mechanics and putting that into a visual style that makes sense for the audience that you're going after. I think this game is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to do very well on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about all these different changes in terms of the battle classes, the information that we have here on the two brand new characters that we can use? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, moving into the next story here, we have ARMS update is now out. This is version 5.3.0. So getting into the patch notes here, guys, there's been a new dashboard feature added in. You can check out the latest rankings and a ton of useful videos. From the dashboard, you can see the following information. You have the latest worldwide and regional rankings, party crash ranking by time slot, ARMS tips and techniques video collection, fighter focus video collection with tips for each fighter, tournament clips so you can learn from the best as well. You have 15 images added into the gallery. Korean language is now supported as well, and there's also been some adjustments to some of the abilities and fighters in terms of the ARMS and of course the fighters. So Ribbon Girl, she's gotten a buff and a nerf in terms of things. Misango, and then also the Coolerang, Lockjaw, Scorpio, Scully, Glusher, Parabola, Nade, and Chakram. All those got buffs or debuffs in some way, shape, or form. So you guys can check out the link in the description below, or I'll even have a graphic up to where you guys can see what's going on here. But you know what? I'll say this right here, guys. I played ARMS with you guys in last week's PE Arena, and I had a ton of fun. And I think that's probably going to be the way that I just play the game. And I'm still missing some ARMS, so I don't have some more powerful ones to where I can do good against George and some of you guys. I know Avidin Smith. I know he's watching, and I know he's pretty good as well. So I have some catching up to do, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and boot up ARMS and get some of those extra ARMS that I don't have, because I think my twin tail is coming for all you guys. No, I'm joking, but seriously, this is so much fun. I love what they're doing with ARMS. People said that the game was dead, that they're not going to be supporting it just because it's not coming with new characters, but they're continuing to balance the game. They're continuing to add features, and I think that's cool. And I think the biggest thing with ARMS is that it has enough. Yes, the characters are important, but what ARMS you do and the strategies that you use with those ARMS in the left and the right hand, and how you can kind of curve the punches and just being able to play better is the biggest key. That's how you're going to get a ton of enjoyment out of this game, is getting all those ARMS, finding out what is good for you, then playing online, whether it's ranked, whether it's party, whether it's with your friends, and you're going to have so much fun. It's going to literally be limitless in terms of what you can learn, what you can do, and the fun that you can have. That was a ton of fun that we had for PE Arena, and of course we'll have polls up for PE Arena in terms of if you guys want to play ARMS. But yes, that was really cool. Nintendo made a fantastic game, and if they released this game how it is at this point, back in 2017 when it launched, I think this would have been an 85+ rated game. It was just a little light for some on content. That's the reason why it was like in the 70s or something like that. But at this point, I would easily give it an 85 or higher in terms of score, Metacritic, whatever you want to call it. So they've done a lot with this game. I think there might be a sequel at some point. I don't know if it's going to come very soon, because the game is still, in my opinion, fresh with all this new stuff that they're adding in. But they're kind of layering in stuff, and I think that was the plan. They knew this game wasn't going to be like a huge, like 6 or 7 million seller or anything like that, but they can build a foundation and a base and then carry that over to the next game, add in a story mode, add in some more characters, maybe have like 25 or so characters in the next one. So I think they're building the base in terms of to see if there's potential in this franchise for the next one, and I think that it's basically filled that potential with over 1.5 million units. I know that they did that in terms of a fighting game that's really good, and they can take that same engine, take that same base, and just expand upon it more, have all the features that the previous game had, and put that into an ARMS 2 in terms of a sequel. So what do you guys think about all these additions? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final topic for this video, Etrian Odyssey X has a world map the series' greatest volume yet and more. So we've got some more details in terms of some stuff from the weekly Famitsu on Etrian Odyssey X. This game is shaping up to be the swan song for the Nintendo 3DS when it comes to the Etrian Odyssey franchise. So here's the information. So Etrian Odyssey 5 was positioned as a accumulation title created under the director of the Challenge of New Things. On the other hand, however, Komori felt that there were many fans who expected a direction that compiled the best parts of the previous entries in the series, so they decided to make Etrian Odyssey X as another accumulation title. Lemuria, the setting of Etrian Odyssey X, is a land isolated from the other continents. A sea of trees familiar to adventures to previous Etrian Odyssey games is spread out around the tree at its center. However, caution is necessary as knowledge of previous dungeons may backfire. Elements that will put a grin on the faces of experienced Etrian Odyssey players will also be prepared. Etrian Odyssey X implements a world map, which Komori has wanted to do since previous Etrian Odyssey games. It is dotted with various labyrinths, and meeting specific requirements will unlock new places and cause events to occur. The game has the largest volume of the series yet, including labyrinths that are not required to clear the game. While having a newness not buried within existing classes, the new hero class was set to be a class full of protagonistic sense. It is an all-purpose type that can easily handle attacks, defense, and even recovery. Force boost and force break systems are being introduced to better bring out the strong points of the main class. So Etrian Odyssey X is due out for the Nintendo 3DS on August 2nd in Japan. So this is awesome stuff to see for Etrian Odyssey fans. Now I told you guys that I've played this game before on the Nintendo 3DS. I forgot which one that I played. There was a demo and I played it, and drawing out maps and stuff on the touchscreen was just not my type of thing. I didn't necessarily like it, but at the same time, I see what they're trying to do with this game, Etrian Odyssey X. I know they're trying to build a game for the fans that they're really going to love, and they can put all this new content in there while making stuff feel familiar, provide a challenge, so it looks like it's going to be a high quality Nintendo 3DS RPG, and I'm excited for those fans who want to play that style of game. Now I'm particularly waiting for them to take this to the next level when it comes to Nintendo Switch, because I don't like the drawing mechanic and the dungeon type of deal that they do with the touchscreen, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to take that out when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. I mean, you could, there is a touchscreen, but then you'd have to make it to where it's portable play. Obviously you have to make it to where it's docked and you play with the controller, so I doubt they're going to do that going forward. I like the combat in Etrian Odyssey. I like the turn-based battles. I think the classes are cool. I like where you can put them into position and everything like that. All of that is great when it comes to Etrian Odyssey, but just I can't stand the whole dungeon drawing and you having to make your own ones. I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to map the dungeon as I go across it. If it's not going to be able to where I can see it, I don't want to have to actually draw it in. So I'm hopeful for the franchise going forward in terms of my own playability of it. But for everyone else who loves Etrian Odyssey, who loves the 3DS, happy for you guys, and hopefully they localize this one in a timely fashion. I know Atlus hasn't always been the best when it comes to those things outside of like their mainline games like Persona, for example, but even then Persona, there was a big delay from the Japanese release, Persona 5 that is, from the Japanese release to the Western release. So yeah, I mean, chances are this one doesn't get localized anytime soon, within like a month or two after the Japanese launch, but maybe it comes out at the end of this year or 2019, early 2019. That'd be cool. I guess that would be the best case scenario, right? So what do you guys think about Etrian Odyssey X in addition to the ARMS update and also Octopath Traveler as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayArts across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.